No, activate correct. Okay, we'll start in a minute or so. Facebook on. Okay, we will start our session. So the idea is to see how we can use yoga to fight infections. Now, prevention is a better term because that's easier to kind of see. Because when you have a viral infection or some sort of an infection, it may not be viral only, it could be bacterial infection. You are taking, most likely, in most places in the world, especially but this modern medicine, you are taking some medication. So you don't know really the impact of the yoga. So we will do our general yoga, but focus on areas and ideas that can help everyone to do, to prevent and to protect and to fight if we have an infection. Viral in nature, but it could be other forms of infection. So what most of the times happens, infection causes some inflammation. Fever is one of the symptoms of you have an infection. The body is heating up to kill the bacteria or whatever the foreign element is. So in COVID-19, fever is part of it. Cough, swasha, because the bacteria, the virus is attacking your lung. Your body is trying to protect it by using cough. All the bodily reactions are not diseases themselves. They are body's response to fight the disease. So having a fever is not a bad thing. One shouldn't take a Tylenol immediately unless it goes beyond 102, 3, or gets to a danger zone. So there's always a band, right? And that band has to be we need to be careful about not to overuse drugs. I see a lot of people, I'm feeling feverish, let's take a couple of Tylenols for that. Boy, feeling a little aches and pains, let's take an Advil. And doctors also say the same thing. It's not like our fault. But there are doctors, both from the western part and the eastern part, who would tell you otherwise, to wait a little bit before you use drugs indiscriminately. I have a lot of western doctors who tell me that. So this approach of understanding the body and virus attack, in Ayurveda, virus attack is not just like a viral attack. It's a combination of things. The symptoms are jwara, symptoms are, it could be throwing up, symptoms could be aches and pains, symptoms could be a whole bunch of other things can be a part of this jwara. Jwara is basically inflammation, and inflammation in this case is caused by an external agency like a virus or a bacteria. Now we do have a whole bunch of microbiomes in our body, which are foreign elements, but they have made our system as a whole. In fact, their numbers are probably equal to or more than the number of cells we have. So, so we live in an environment, we grow in an environment, we don't see it. And because, this is creation's unique way of imposing an illusion that everything is fine, but we are constantly dealing with microbiomes in our gut, and they're good bacteria, good stuff, as well as some bad stuff. And these are necessary for our existence. In fact, somebody said that we do not exist, all these microbiomes exist. So with this in mind, how should we approach viral prevention of viral infection? That's the most desired. And then if we have an infection of some kind, how to handle it at that time. And I will use both yoga and Ayurveda to kind of put it together. So it will be a combination of talk and yoga. So let's start with a pranam, namaskar. Hold hand folded. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahi Tejasvina Vadhitamastu Ma Vittishavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. So let's start our general yoga, and I'll intersperse with some of the concept, thoughts, and ideas, and we'll go from there. Our favorite hand stretch. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale completely and exhale. We do exhalation longer than inhalation, and we do that because inhalation invokes the sympathetic system, and exhalation invokes the parasympathetic system, which means the body moves, shifts into a calmer state. In normal breathing, we may or may not do it, but if we start breathing 4-1-6 cycle, 4-1-6. And I think we have talked before, but I'm trying to put it all in a context. Yoga is holistically reductionist. There is no special, things for special diseases. I mean, there are some, but the sequencing and understanding it with proper breathing and proper mindset is where it makes a difference. So the idea, you cannot compare yoga, Ayurveda with modern medicine. You should keep it as two different things, let them do their work. It's like, sometimes you work with systems which you don't believe in, but we need to work together. Like maybe USA and China or something like that. Anyway, so coming to that, so the exhalation becomes parasympathetic. Longer exhalation invokes that calmness, and calmness brings in a lot of neurotransmission, which are positive in nature in terms of hormones, serotonin, dopamine, and that creates a better immune response of your body. So if we could all breathe 4-1-6 cycle, so let's do that. Let's keep that in mind. Whenever we are aware, conscious, let's do a 4-1-6 cycle. Inhale, hold, and exhale. Inhale 4, 1, exhale. Inhale 4, 1, exhale. Let's do with our practices. So clasp your hand, inhale 4, hold, and exhale 6. Inhale 4, hold, and 6. Inhale 4, hold, and exhale. Then we'll do a few rounds at the top of our head. Inhale 4, hold for a second, and exhale slowly. Inhale 4, hold, and exhale 6. Inhale 4, and exhale 6. We'll go to the top. Inhale 4, hold 1, and exhale 6. Inhale 4, hold 1, exhale 6. Inhale 4, and exhale 6. And relax. And now feel it. Feel the impact of this. This is very, very important to fight infection, how you feel it. Okay, I mean, doing it mechanically does some good, but when it goes, so it does good at the physical level to a certain extent and the pranic level, but then if you want to go to the mental level and the higher levels, where you really can calm yourself down by self-observation. You look at yourself, self-observe, feel the calmness, feel the sensations coming down. Simplistically, the more relaxed you are, the less will be the chances, the better the immune response, the less the chances of getting an infection. Now, we're talking about a normal condition. There are always extremities, outliers. The bell-shaped curve have outliers. Talking about the general mass. In fact, I think I may have told you I was doing yoga now, pranayama and meditation in the morning, early morning meditation. I just stopped it. We have too many other things. For the last 2.5 years, we did with a lot of very elderly people. And we didn't do any cohort studies or anything, but nobody got COVID so far. And not necessarily, I'm not saying that is the only reason. They may have taken other precautions and everything. It's hard to, even with cohort studies, they're very limiting studies. They're very complex conditions. They're not objective science in the sense that any health science is quite complex to prove definitively. So there's always a margin of error. But in our observation, that at least we don't know any reported case of COVID-19. And some of them, I worked with them individually, and they had some issues, lung issues. I personally have lung issues. I'm highly susceptible to external immunization, external viral attacks, especially in the lungs, like COVID-19. But luckily, knock on wood, I shouldn't say too much. I didn't get any. My son got it. He's supposed to be an athlete, but he got it. I didn't get it. And I strongly believe that was because of the pranayama sessions we do here, as well as what I do in other places. So it's very important to simple things like pranayama. Okay, so now the point of it is here. So the breathing is very, very important. Breath. You hold the breath more than a few minutes, you are gone. You can stay without water and food for weeks. But let's not give importance to it. Breath is almost like an abused spouse or something. We never give importance to it till we actually hit the fan hits the ceiling. So, or shit hits the ceiling. That's what the term is. So my point is, pay attention to your breath. Pay attention to your mind. Whatever you do, whether you're doing yoga or working, be in the moment. Always be in the moment. Not try to clutter mind with other things. It's hard to do, but once you start doing it, you'll see it's much easier than what you thought. So just say, no more. I'll do this. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing yoga. That's what I'm doing. Now I'm doing my breathing. That's what I'm doing. Now I'm listening and discussing. That's what I'm doing. Narrow it down like sharp edge, razor's edge. And when you are on the razor's edge, you are in a very good condition. Mentally, physically, spiritually, in all layers, you do much better. If you have some viral infection, not viral infection, say if you have asthma, because I do not have other studies for COVID-19 very, very strongly, but say you have asthma. If you have asthma, one of the best antidotes is to, or having asthma, is to do Kapalbhati. So Kapalbhati opens up the pores, opens up the channels, the alveoli and the trachea, the whole subtrachea, the whole structure, the T structure gets opened up. You're pushing out and then breathing in, pushing out, breathing in. And there is the carbon dioxide level goes up. There's it basically gets saturated with oxygen in a lot of ways. And then there is a balance of the CO2 and O2 has changed and keeps you eventually at a state of you exhale and then relax. And the inhalation is slow, automatic, relaxing. So one of the things in yoga we have learned is extreme stimulation followed by relaxation does wonders to your body. I mean, immune response point of view. So extreme is, do an extreme work. That's why we do savasana. Every 5 asanas after that we do savasana. There's a reason for it. We don't do in the class all the time, but that's what should be. If you are saying, if you're jogging, which is a fantastic instrument of overall health and lung conditioning, but after jogging, you need to lie down and take rest to give full, complete relaxation. Or if you are jogging very fast, then slow down and give your body some relaxations. Fast relaxation. People who lose weight, they also do the same intermittent jogging on treadmill or whatever. So this is all there. But yoga's approach is very integrated and much more mature than what I have seen in even sports world or other systems. So saying that, let's do a few bhastrika, which is another good way of clearing up your channels. This Udaka Bahasrota, and then there is Pranavahasrota. There's different srotas, Ayurvedically speaking, and yoga has thousands of channels, very sukshma channels. They're at the molecular, not molecular, but at the cell level. And there are cell-to-cell communication that goes on with these virtual channels. These channels are virtual. They don't really live in the physical world. They live in the pranic world. That's the concept. And there are a lot of science to corroborate some of that. Not everything, but some of that. Okay, let's do some Bhastrika here. And we do a lot of these in the morning. And but what I'm trying to get at is, in your mind, you need to understand, why the sequences are, under what conditions one should do what. There's another one. If you have an asthma attack and you know nothing, and it happened to me once. I have some form of asthma, but having breathing difficulty in a train, and there was nothing available at that time. So I did. This is another technique you can do is inhale, exhale. Exhale. You can open your mouth if needed. We practice this in our part of yoga. So let's do this. Let's do the head rotation and all the breathing practices that we do. Exhale. And relax. Now do up and down. Inhale up. And exhale. Inhale up. Now when you have a difficulty breathing, you cannot do this. Don't try to do the chin to chest. Do a mild movement to kind of breathe as much as you can. Head rotation. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Okay. So, and the other thing, if you see some of us, when we do our pranayamas, we tend to cough. Some of it is okay, some of it is not okay. For example, I have very dry throat, which is my soul larynx, and even the pharynx area is dry. My nose is dry. At the same time, so this is Ayurvedical, this is a vata vitiation. The body is dry, but the body counteracts it using kapha. So I also have nasal drips. So the body is trying to push, kapha. This is kapha sthana, a lot of kapha. The head, neck, chest is a kapha area, generally, and pushes water in there to counteract the dryness. Body has its own mechanisms. So when we do analyze ourselves in terms of a study, in terms of infection or any attack on our body, we need to understand how the body is working. And therefore, the nasal drip. So and the body, this can get dry because I'm personally very much, like, I get allergy infections, allergy reactions. I'm allergic to a lot of things. My body is that way. My body, my immune system is hyperactive. So in my case, I need to calm down. I need to really calm down because I get excited, and then this is Rajas in its full form. So my antidote will be more on the calming side. So what I'll do is I'll do some Anulam Vilom or deep breathing. So let's do some 4-8-8 cycle, 3 rounds. Hold and exhale. Inhale 4, hold 8, and exhale. Inhale 4, hold 8, exhale. Now you can do that with the actual physical motion also. I'm trying to connect the dots just so that people have very disjoint ideas about pranayama, yoga, asana. Yeah, there are distinct, but there is all commonalities. Exhale. In this exhalation, say you take 4 rounds to exhale. You can hold in Kumbhaka. Kumbhaka means Vajra Kumbhaka. So exhaling out. Now hold 8. Now inhale 8. We're merging pranayama with our asanas. It's called a breathing practice, but this is also an asana. This is actually a Trikonasana in a modified form. Exhale. Hold 8. And inhale 8. We'll do 3 rounds. Exhale. Inhale 8. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. 1, 2, 4. hold, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one on this side, very last one, exhale, hold, inhale, that's where once you get mature and understand pranayama, asana, breathing practices, all the different modalities, you can, using your own conscious and your vichara, you can start putting them all together. That's when you become, or I become, or we all of us become healers of our own health. For that, we need practice, we need studies, we need understanding, and we need to work together with somebody who knows a little bit more than us. So these are not simple things. People who come to asanas classes and get a workout and sweat, they should not come to this class. It's not for this class. There's a different segment for that. And I'm okay with that, not a problem. A lot of people need that. But here we do with, very calming techniques, very therapeutic techniques, where we evolve our internal systems. We can still have a little fat or this and that, and may not look the best yogi in the world, but we can be internally in a much better shape. That's the whole idea. Okay, so we'll do a wave motion on the spine, and then inhale and exhale. But again, exhalation will be longer. Let's keep that in mind. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, let's do a few asanas. Since we did a little bit of tiger stretch sitting, now we're doing the actual posture. The knees are hip distance apart, arms in front, pointing out, back parallel to the ground, comfortable. This shoulder to wrist will be straight line, not like this or that. Don't go this or that, a straight line. Well, like a square or a rectangle, depending on the shape of your mid portion. Most of us are rectangle. So inhale. So the mid portion sags down. It may or may not for everyone, but as much as you can. Inhale and exhale. 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 Last one. Inhale and exhale. And relax. Now we'll do, yes, should maybe go. Well, no, let's do it this way. So we'll inhaling, raise the right leg, right arm and left leg. Okay, inhale and exhale. 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 Two more rounds. Inhale, hold, and exhale. Inhale, hold a bit, and exhale. And relax. Okay, so that's a spinal tiger stretch, cat cow, whatever we call it, spinal motion. So, it's holistically reductionist. So you do a lot of general stuff that gives an overall impact on the body and its immunity. These are all immune boosters. And then the relaxation is the real trick. So I'll do some deep savasana today to enhance that, bring that factor in there. Now here you can do a few things. You can be creative about it. Here you are. You can do this camel, but let me try to do this first. Exhale. 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 And 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 exhale. Last one. And the very last one. Fantastic. And being here, see, now we are in a different posture. We're kind of doing on our knees kind of thing. But that's putting a little pressure on different parts of the body. Different muscle groups are being worked on. And that's okay. We need to work different muscle groups. And then we didn't do this one. We should do this. Inhale, and exhale down. With full pressure on the latissimus and the deltoids and all that. Inhale. Inhale U and W. 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 Relax. Now the real thing starts. Feel yourself. Are you balanced? Is your prana normalized? Is it perturbation? Take some deep breaths to normalize it. Is your heart pumping a bit further? Put your palms on your heart and calm it down. Immediately you'll see a relaxation response. You can feel it. Put a smile on your face. Is your back okay, hurting? Is it fine? Adjust yourself. Postural adjustment is a very important thing. This is, in fact, the most important thing in yoga. After you do the thing, you summarize the whole event internally. You do a précis of this whole thing. This whole paragraph you've written, a lot of activities, you do a summary of that. They do okay, is there any issues? Are sensations okay, but breath normalized? My heart is settled. Good, then I'm good. I've written a good essay. Now I'll stand up. Okay. And writing a good essay is part of our preventative care or against any, I mean, there's no guarantee, but probability will increase. Okay. So we'll do a few, few little faster motion today. I did a little bit of breathing to get the body situated, and then we'll do a little faster, slightly faster, not too much. As I have another bad yoga knee injury when I was in India. Again, I got up in the mountains and tried to do something and hurt myself. Happened the meniscus got torn. So in that case, I need to do a surgery. I cannot avoid that. So keep that in mind. We need to understand the boundaries of, yoga, Ayurveda, or any other alternative system and modern system. There is a boundary, kind of gray area, and then there are some distinct areas where there's no compromise. In this case, it has gone into that area where I have to do a surgery. But if it's just a pain, you need to observe it for a while, do a few things, Ayurvedically, massage, panchakarma, herbs can help. Does help. And you need to do the proper X-ray, MRI, and get what is to be done. That's the integration between East and West. Okay, so exhale, exhale. Okay, legs apart. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Try to look at your upper palm. Exhale, 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 exhale. What are we really doing? Moving our body, tricking itself to actually do a Kapalabhati. Exhaling, automatic inhalation. Okay, now we'll do another thing. It's very similar. Inhale and exhale. Forward, backward bend. Yeah. another exciting one, and actually we follow with a blow the candle after this, but I'm not going to do that now. We can do some jogging. Want to mild jogging. You can do faster. Get your heart pumping. That's a stimulation I'm doing. This is better for pendulum. And fantastic. You can do a little bit of exhaling, exhaling out, exhaling out, exhaling out, exhaling out, exhaling out. Let's do a roundabout faster. Exhale. Inhale automatic. Other way around. Okay, we had enough excitement. Now we'll do a savasana. And I'll sit and you do, because I'll give some instructions. And this is the deeper savasana. So body is excited, cells are excited. Mind is also in a rajasic state. Prana is perturbation. Vata is a little bit higher. The body temperature is probably higher. And now we need to cool down. So go into a savasana. You know how to do that. Step by step. Just don't hold it back. Knees. You know, all of you know that. Legs apart, palms facing the ceiling. Whole body rests in the Mother Earth. Take some deep inhalations and exhalations. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Total relaxation. Just give in. Don't think about anything else, what's happening. Just give in. This is your moment of truth. Simply give in. Do a big scan, total scan from top of your head. Eyes. Let the eyes melt into the sockets. Your pharynx, your larynx, your nasal and throat area. Simply step in and see how the wind pipes are doing, the whole passages are doing in terms of your breathing. Is your mouth salivated or is it dry? Is your throat dry? If your saliva in your mouth, simply get some of the saliva. Drink that saliva, that nectar. to soften your throat. A mouth with optimal saliva means you are generally in good health. Another indication of that things are going bad. Body's symptoms. Go to your lungs, observe the branches of this inverted tree. In Bhagavad Gita, they talk about the inverted tree. We have an inverted tree in our own body. Stomach, back, hips, thighs, hamstrings, knees, calf muscles, ankles, feet, palms at the top, totally relaxed in Savasana. Now observe your stomach, breathe in, not breathe in, just observe your stomach. Stomach is going up and down, rise and fall, sympathetic, parasympathetic, action, inaction. Rajas, Sattva. Now you breathe in through your stomach, legs put together, arms beside your thighs. Breathe into your stomach, inhale, stomach goes up, and exhale. You can put one of your palms here on the stomach, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. And relax. Totally relax. Now the next few sets, you use your imagery and mind. Inhale. Imagine some good thing happening to you. And exhale. Inhale. Bright light coming in. And exhaling all the darkness away. And it's difficult to get our darkness away. That's why you exhale longer, to push it out. Inhale a sense of gratitude. Fill your heart with that sense of gratitude. And then exhale. All the small thoughts away. Fantastic. Now that you are stabilized, we'll go to the, so it's a combination of QRT and DRT. You know, I do a lot of combination things. You probably see that. Pranayama with meditation, you know, different types of asanas. I work with different types, work with a lot of different schools of thoughts. Not just the old Vyasa thought. It's also there as a foundation. We incorporate a lot. A lot of things are happening in the world on yoga and Ayurveda. So simply observe a sense of relaxation that at the tip of your toes, big toes. Just focus on the big toes. As if somebody is putting a pin in there. Feel that pinch, pinch. Then expand it. Feel your whole feet. Then feel a pinch, a pointed awareness in the middle of your heel or heels. Very pointed, as if there's a stone, something sharp is getting in. Then relax into the whole feet. Feel the same thing in your ankles, as if somebody's tightened your ankle, held it tight. And you can tighten your ankles and then let it go. Calf muscles, tighten it and let it go. Thighs and hamstrings, tighten it, tighten it, tighten it. Tighten it to, and take that tightening to a point, maybe near the knees. And relax the whole area. Stomach, tighten it near the navel. So general tightening, and then you, in your mind, put it near the navel. So exhale near the navel. And then relax the whole tummy. Chest, tighten it to your heart. So exhaling. And then relax into the whole area. Whole mouth area. Tighten it, the whole mouth, the head, neck, everything. Exhaling. Hold. Inhale and let all the energies come to you. Total relaxation. We'll do 3 rounds of Aham chanting. Inhale. Inhale. Expand your awareness from the body, slightly outside the body. Feel that aura around your whole body. Expand it a couple of feet, engulfing your body. Maybe adjust your awareness to see your whole body down there as you float to the roof of your room. Then go beyond the roof. Look at your house from above, like a Google map. That helps. And then to your whole neighborhood. Your house is like a dot, becoming a dot. And slightly higher, looking at whole of California, with the ocean on the side and the desert on the other side. Desert. Vata and Kapha in between California, enjoying the play of this hot pitta, nature's own yatha pindo tatha brahmanda, means whatever happens there happens here. Feel that play of the three bioenergies, vata, pitta, kapha, right there, up there. And simply float down, slowly like a parachute, coming down and down and down, and guiding yourself on top of your roof, softly landing on your front yard, opening the door, step in, there you are lying there, and put your awareness into your own self, in your body. Feel, here you talk about I am disease free, I am virus free, I'm bacteria free, I mean the bad ones. Or I'm healthy. Whatever makes you feel good, utter those mantras, your own self-made mantras, your wish, your intentions. Very nice. Then slowly, slowly, very slowly, come back to your senses. Fold your right leg, put your right hand on your stomach, put your left palm on the top, roll to the left. Legs straight, palms on the thighs, beautifully aligned. And then slowly using your palms and your hand, come to a comfortable sitting position. So, we did a few of everything. It was more of a lecture come yoga session. I want people to understand the mechanics of yoga, and then they can be their own yogi themselves. There's no copyright here. People just try to understand and they build their own routines. But understanding is important. We'll do some pranayama, because some of you don't join in the morning pranayama, which is at 7 o'clock. Very, very late for pranayama, actually. Pranayama should be done before. So another thing about, another very, very important thing about immune system response, and this is not a medical science thing, this is a yoga Ayurveda thing. Because Our day is divided into Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Okay. From 6 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock is Kapha time. From 10 to 2 is Pitta time. And from 2 to 6 is Vata time. And evening again, the same cycle rotates. So it's advisable. So this is important to understand. In Ayurveda and even in yoga, timing is more important than the nutritional value of the food. Okay. The concept is the body is an infinitely intelligent machine which can create its own food. Okay. Somehow. And this is maybe in contradiction to modern dietary thoughts. But that's what the thought is. I mean, elephant doesn't eat much protein, but it creates protein somehow. There are people who eat very less, but perfectly fine health-wise. This overemphasis of eating this much of protein, this much of this, the dietary things, are not necessarily agreed upon by the yogis and the Ayurvedic practitioners. Not necessarily. I'm not saying it's totally not. There are a lot of overlap, but the lens is very different. So from that point of view, if you are getting up after 6, you are getting up in a kapha time. And kapha means what? Slow, lethargy, slow moving, good things are that it's a structural thing. So people who are broader framed, kind of like a kapha type, in fact, kapha people have less diseases. But when you are getting up late, you're moving in this kapha time. And the later you get up, you'll be into more kapha time. You will have the physical lethargy and sloth. It's in Bengali or in Hindi also. So you become slowed down. Now we are used to getting up late, so we don't always feel it. But if you do a change, you'll see how you feel it. If you get up early in the morning and get sleep in there early, you'll start feeling better, at least for a few days. And then you become normalized. The body, there's a lot of neuroplasticity, learns very quickly and adjusts accordingly. So we don't always feel the bad things we do. People smoke, right? They don't feel that bad unless they get into a trouble. They feel good actually. Is that a good habit? So people get up late. And I know I also get up late sometimes. But I try to get up by around 6. And that's why in my other classes, 5:30 classes, I get up at 5 o'clock and all that. So force myself to do that. And the days you do that, you will feel so much better. Okay. Because you are getting up in the vata, you're not getting in the kapha time. You will not feel that lethargy. Your energy level will be higher. Now, not always. There are people with diseases and other things, age, a lot of things have come into picture. But that's typically the trend. And that helps in your immune response, according to Ayurveda. And if you eat in the evening by 6, you're also eating not in the kapha time, but in the vata time. And you are eating more in lunchtime, which is the pitta time. So your digestion will be much better. You have better digestion, the whole system works much better. And there is a direct relation between gut and brain, the gut-brain linkages, what is it called? Enteric system. I don't exactly remember the word, enteric system. And there is this vagal nerve, the theory of vagus nerve, which is connected. And so they have a huge impact on the body. Gut, brain, nervous system, impulses, stimulation, neurotransmitters, hormones. It's all very complex, ecosystem that starts working properly. To do that, we need to follow that timing. So get up in the morning by 6, have some little breakfast by 8 o'clock, very light breakfast if you feel like it. and then lunch by 12:30, dinner by 6. No snacking in between. All these things help in your overall physical immune response, your relaxation response, and then immune response to the body. I'm a firm believer that this cycle is very, very important. I see sometimes I get up late, or sometimes I do late night. I feel terrible the next day. But when I'm in sync, feel good, feel fine. If my bodies are working fine, even my aches and pains are less. My mind is much more less foggy. And these are important things to remember. It's just not doing yoga once a week and think that we all are in good shape. No, it doesn't work that way. Every day, every moment, every minute, we need to be aware of our interaction with nature. So I think I've talked enough. Let's do some pranayamas. So keep that in mind. Early morning, get up, drink water, warm water if you can. Go to your bathroom, take shower, do whatever you have to do quickly. If you have prayers, a lot of people, pray, meditate. Do your yoga at that time if you want to, even half hour, sitting on a chair. I do a lot of chair yogas. Like you go to my channel, you will find a lot of chair yoga classes. To chair yoga, you can sit on a chair and do. If you're working somewhere, you can do your stuff. Do it in bits and pieces if needed. Continue that, keep that in your mind. Health is very, 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 very important. We'll do Kapalbhati. About 60 or standard 60 rounds. I a lot of people cannot join my 7 o'clock pranayama classes because they think it's too early. Okay, so 7 a.m. is really late for pranayama. So some of them have requested me to do it 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. I can't do it. I mean, I can do it, but it's not. At least the first pranayama should be early. At least 6:37. So there's a rule to all of these things. When to do is very important. Not just what you do. When to do is very, very important. And in Ayurveda specifically, the timing is much more important than what you are eating or what you are doing. So, not so much in yoga, but Ayurveda definitely, that's there. And in our temple, Swamiji eats once a day. He's 98 years old. Much better shape than at least me. So, where is all the diet thing? It's not applicable. It's not always. It's not a blanket truth what the dietitians tell us. We have to understand our body. That's what my goal is to. If everybody starts understanding, reading, learning about health, we can be much better off in fighting all these viruses and then being a better shape. Kapalbhati. 60 in 60 seconds. Medium paced. Chin mudra on your thighs. Spine cut straight, shoulders relaxed. Start. And relax. Kevala Kumbhakam. And you don't feel like breathing. Yeah, so it's like because of the O2 CO2 balance has changed and it starts normalizing then after a while. And this silence is actually the touch point of um, the yogis strive for. And then once you reach a certain stage, you can be in that state for a while. We'll do some overall breathing. Let's do some simple breathing with a little hold. Not little hold, actually, let's do 4-16-8 cycle. So sometimes the breathings are slightly different than real elongated. So when we do Pura Kumbha Kriya, when we hold, the cycle times can change. It's normally 1:4:2. So 4 in 16 hold, exhale to exhale 8. So 1-4-2. Let's do that. You can keep it in Dhyana Mudra. We'll do about 5 rounds. Inhale 4, hold 8. Yeah, hold 16, sorry. Exhale 8. So the hold and inhalation and hold exhalation both increases the, I believe the technical term is the vital capacity of the lung. I have to go and check, but I think that's what it is. So basically your lungs capacity to hold increases as we do it in our daily life, which is also a very important factor in fighting, what is it called, ADRS or whatever the viral starts. It's a lot of subtle theories there. Inhale, hold 16. And exhale. Inhale, hold 16. Exhale. 2 more rounds. Inhale 4, hold 16. Exhale 8. Inhale 4, hold 16. Exhale. One more. Inhale 4, hold 16. Exhale 8. Fantastic. Feel the calmness. Yeah, and you always feel after we do. We'll do Anulom Vilom, alternate nostril breathing. So Nasika Mudra, left to right, right to left. I'll start it and then we'll do for 5 minutes and then we'll end. Then we'll stop it. We independently do it. And you're on your own. You've done this so many times. Left to right, right to left. Inhale, exhale. And we don't say that, but it's advisable that exhalation is. In Anulom Vilom, we do not always say that the exhalation longer than inhalation. But typically, the exhalation is always longer than inhalation. And then we do a lot of alternatives. We do mantra chanting and all that stuff. But today's simple Anulom Vilom. Left to right, right to left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On your own. Last 2 rounds. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Last one. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. And relax. Do Bhramari 3 rounds. And as you know, Bhramari is very effective. Makara or Omkara chanting, nasal typically increases the nitrous oxide level, which is also helps in oxygenation, more absorption of oxygen in the blood, which in turn helps the immune system in an indirect way, but yeah. So keep all these things in the mind. You know, the COVID is still not gone yet. Do your pranayamas in the morning. You can do in the evening also. I'm not that's a stickler on that, but please try to get up in the morning and do your best. Bhramari 3 rounds, tongue touching the upper palate, spinal cord straight, palms in Dhyana Mudra. Inhale. 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 Again, feel it. Very important. And put palms together. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve Santu Niramaya. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kasyit Dukha Bhag Bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. That's it. Thank you very much. I will see some of you tomorrow morning. Thank you.